Hey there, Steven here with Crystal Tractor and Equipment. And today I've got pulled out the all-new Toro Timecutter Max. Today we're going to be taking a look here at the 50-inch version, which is going to be pretty similar to the 54 and 60-inch versions as well. We're going to go into what makes the Max version different from the other time cutters, as well as tell you a little bit about the different models and options that are available as well. So let's take a look. So the model in particular that we have pulled out here today is going to be the 77505 model number. That's going to be the 50-inch Timecutter Max with the Briggs & Stratton engine here in the back. Now you'll also find other model numbers available, such as the 77501, which will be the exact same mower that we have here, the only difference being a Kawasaki 23 horsepower engine in the back. Now you can use this video as a guide to most of the Timecutter Max models. Is the only difference between this one and the higher end models is going to be, for the most part, slightly larger tires on the 60-inch version, as well as some of the models also feature Toro's awesome MyRide platform that allows you to have an adjustable suspension for the full seat platform, really nice and comfortable. And there's also some Havoc editions, which sort of mimic Titan Max Havoc editions, where you get an all blacked out theme on the entire mower. So starting off taking a look here at this one, the place we probably want to start is going to be right up here on the operator platform, where we can see Toro's all new redesigned seat. Now this is based on gaming chairs. As you can see, it's got a more contoured design to it than most mower seats will. It's also available with armrests. This is an extra kit you can add on. And you'll also find underneath this seat that it does have a spring suspension platform back here as well. And when you have the seat flipped up, you can actually adjust the legroom here by turning these two screws with no tools necessary. Now, once we hop up here and have a seat on the platform, we'll find pretty standard controls over here on the right. That's going to consist of our throttle lever. We're going to have our choke pull-out control and key ignition. And then they also added a newer style rocker switch for your blade PTO rather than the traditional older style that you have to pull up or push down. Over on the left, there's a dual size cup holder molded into the fender here. So depending on what size beverage container you brought out with you, you'll be able to keep that secure here. And they also added a smartphone slot right there as well, so you don't have to keep that riding around in your pocket when you're out doing a cut. Working our way forward and down here, if we take a look here at the steering lever controls, we'll actually find what starts part of a theme on this mower. It's going to be a lot of toolless access, and one of those is a toolless control here, so you can set the angle that you like for your steering control bar. So we can set that to a wide range here, as we've got about a 360-degree gear here for that. Moving on down here, we'll find that we've got drop pin height control for our deck. So we have anywhere from 1.5 inches to a full 5 inches height of cut, and that's going to be controlled with the foot pedal here, so more like a traditional commercial style mower. Another feature moving its way over from commercial mowers is going to be the removable floor pan. With no tools necessary, you can pull this completely out, and that's going to give you very easy access to get down here to the top of your deck to be able to change your belt or clean out your pulleys, get rid of any debris, anything like that. So speaking of the deck, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now what you're getting here is going to be a fully fabricated and welded 10-gauge steel deck, and that's going to help provide you long life, whether you're running into obstacles or if you're cutting over an abrasive ground type such as sand, which you're likely to encounter here in Florida. Now, we also have toolless belt covers over here, so we can pull these pins out. And then once we have that out, we have super easy access to pull our pulley covers right off of there. And again, that's going to allow you more access to get in here and clean your deck off, as well as help reseat your belt. We'll also find on both sides of the deck these convenient wash ports. Now, the mower also ships with an adapter that goes on your garden hose. You can plug that onto these wash ports, turn your blades on, and that's going to help clean the debris out from underneath your deck as well to help it last longer. And in keeping with that easy toolless maintenance theme on the mower, you'll also find that it's very easy to remove your deck if you need to. We have 4 mounting points on the mower that are holding the deck up with a chain retention system. Now, once we lower the deck all the way down, it'll drop these hinges. All we have to do then is just lift the deck, and we can pull the chains right over these retainer hooks, and we just pull the pin out of our stabilizer bar right here and remove the stabilizer bar, and we're easily able to pull the deck right out from that point. Now, as we work our way back around to the engine, we can see one of the other upgrades here from a standard time cutter, and that's going to be the automotive style side fill for the fuel tank. So it's very easy to open this up and get your gas can in there without having to worry about not spilling it all over the top of the fender and necessarily having to grab a funnel. It also upgrades the standard 3-gallon tank to a 5-gallon tank in this model, so you'll be sure to have enough fuel to last your entire cut. Also back here, we can see the wide wet spray blocking fenders. Now that's going to help ensure that as you're going through that cut and you're slinging wet grass with these tires, it's not going to be coming back around and slinging all over you and the mower. Instead, it gets caught under here, under the fender. So now that we've made our way back here to the engine, let's talk a little bit about the different options that are available on this Timecutter Max series. Now for the 50-inch version specifically, you're going to have a 23 horsepower Kawasaki FR691, or you're going to have the Briggs & Stratton EXI 2200 22 horsepower version. For the 54-inch models, it's exclusively the 23 horsepower Kawasaki, and with the 60-inch, you also have an option of a 24 horsepower Kohler engine. Now, either way you go, with all the different engine configurations, you're still going to be finding your same blade tip speed of over 17,000 feet per second here on the 50-inch model. You'll also find the same forward travel speed, which is going to be 7 miles per hour with all versions of the Timecutter Max. Now, in the idea of keeping with that easy toolless maintenance that's provided here on the Timecutter Max series, take a look at the engine here. So here on the Briggs engine, we actually have 2 captive thumb screws here that give us access to our air filter. So it's very easy to pull this off, replace our air filter right here. And over on the other side, we'll also find a toolless oil change filler. All we have to do is just screw this little cap off. It's captive as well. It's not going to run away from you. And then we can drain our oil right down the side. And the nice thing about that is it keeps you from having to break out 2 wrenches to break those bolts loose like you do on a lot of other engine styles. We'll also find it's pretty easy to get to our battery here as well. It's just under the left side fender, held in with a single strap, so it's easy to tilt that and pull that out. And it also has a wing nut here on the negative cable, so you can easily detach your negative cable from your battery to help with that battery life over long-term winter storage. Now that engine's going to be sending its power down through Hydro Gear ZTE 2200 transaxles, and then to these nice, big, wide 20 by 10 inch Voodoo tires with their hybrid tread here. Combining that with a total mower weight of just over 600 pounds, you're going to have plenty of traction here to help you through the tougher conditions, while also not having to worry too much about tearing up your turf. One of the features I also like about all of Toro's residential mowers is they do come factory standard with a tow hitch adapter plate in the rear. Now you can go ahead and throw a ball on here, and Toro rates the tow capability of this mower up to 1,000 pounds, including the full tow weight as well as the mower and rider's weight. Now, one of the final great things about the Timecutter Max is that it does feature a full 3 years of warranty on both the engine and the full mower. Now here at Crystal, we are a full service dealer, so if you do have any issues, you can always bring it here to us and we'll get it fixed right up for you. Or if you need any maintenance, including blades or oil changes, we can also help with that. I hope you enjoyed this look here at the Timecutter Max, just one of the many great mowers we offer here at Crystal. If you want to see the available inventory and other options we have, you can visit us at crystaltractor.com. You can also apply for financing there if you're interested in a mower like this, or you can book an appointment to come on down to any of our 15 locations and see one in person. We do ship anywhere within the state of Florida, so we'd be happy to earn your business.